Hey guys, Donald from St. Paul's Kids here. Now today we have an Esther story for you. Not an Easter story, but an Esther story. This is about one of the most beautiful women to ever walk the earth. Her name was dun, 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 Esther. Now, I've got a lovely little helpful thing here to give me a bit of a hand. Now, so what I need you guys to do is help me. You might choose to, while you're at home, when you see me do this over my head, that means I'm going to be Esther. So you might go, or if I do this, I'm going to be the bad guy, Haman. So you could go, boo! And if I do this, that's Mordecai. And then, of course, we have the king. And you go, bum-ba-da-ba. So, Esther, Haman, boo. Mordecai, and the king. Are we ready? Okay, so this story happened a long time ago. And it was after the Israelites were taken into captivity. Now, what happened is they had this king. And the king, he wasn't too bad, but he was a little bit of a... The king. Dun, 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 dun. Now the king, he was looking for a new wife. And what happened is he went out like a beauty pageant throughout the land. So he told his advisors, he said, advisors, men, I want you to go out in the entire land and find me the most beautiful woman, and I will choose which one I'm going to marry. And his advisors were like, yeah, that's great. Well, the selection panel went out, and a guy, Mordecai, so remember Mordecai? He knew of one of the most beautiful women he had ever seen. In fact, she was his niece. So he had put her before, and they were like, wow, young lady, you must be the winner in this entire regional. You'll be in. And so sure enough, the king, all the ladies were lined up. It sounds terrible, but that's how he did it back then. The king was there, walking along. And then he saw Esther. And his eyes went, bah, ha, huh. And then Esther became the queen of the whole kingdom. And that was great for a while. Now, they had some really funny rules, but we'll get into that a bit later. Now, Mordecai, her uncle, was a very, very effective person at his job, and he couldn't be bribed. So Mordecai, he was one of the most important people for the king. He was one of his most trusted advisor. But there was one person, one man who hated Mordecai. His name was Haman. And Haman, he was very arrogant, very prideful. And he knew, and he wanted to make sure everyone was afraid of him. He would walk along and scowl, making sure everyone knew that he was the top dog, second only to the king in his mind. But one person would never get out of his way. He would just walk straight through, acting like he's just not a normal human being, and he hated it. Mordecai, get out of my way. Mordecai would just be like, hey Haman, how you going? It infuriated Haman. So he hatched a plan. I've got a plan. I'm going to fake it out. His plan was that he was going to get all the Israelites, all the Jews that were in captivity, to be killed because all his friends didn't like them, because the people who were in government, they were very good at their jobs, and he didn't like the fact he couldn't get his friends into their jobs. So he tricked the king by walking up to him. "Your Majesty, how are you?"
Haman, yes, good to see you. What are you doing?
"Well, Your Majesty, I want to tell you about a group of people that are defying you. They're horrible. They won't even do the things we do. They don't worship our gods. And, Your Majesty, they talk of rebellion."
The king.
What is this? There's no way that this should be like that. We need to do that. What should we do, Haman?
"Oh, Your Majesty, I've got a plan. What we need to do, we need to marshal some people, and we need to make it that if anyone sees any one of these people, they are to be killed. Soldiers, people, anyone can take whatever they have and take them."
The king.
Replace me? This shall not be.
Write up the papers, Haman, and I shall sign them.
"Will you sign them so it can't ever be revoked?"
Yes, I will put the king's seal on.
"Oh, very good, my lord, very good."
And sure enough, Haman got the plans. And the king walked up and he read them and he got his stamp.
It shall be done.
And for the king to say that, no one, not even the king himself, could change that rule. Well, someone went to Mordecai.
Mordecai, yes, hello, what's up?
"Have you seen this, mate?
What's in what?
This new rule from the king."
Eh?
He had a look. "What? Yes. No, seriously? Really? Yeah. No."
They couldn't believe it.
He was like, what am I going to do? He wants to kill all our people."
Now, Haman didn't realize something. He didn't know that Esther was a Jew. And not only that, he didn't realize Mordecai was her uncle. So Haman, he was thinking, I won. Mordecai was like, I've got to do something. What? I need to see Esther. So eventually he got to a meeting. He organized a meeting to go see Esther. And Esther was like, "What's up, uncle? What are you doing? What are you doing, uncle?"
Well, Esther, we've got a problem.
"What kind of problem?"
A bad one.
"A bad one? A bad
We're talking about the survival of our people.
of all people?"
Of our people. This is bad. What can I do? Esther, you need to go before the king. Now, guys, for Esther to do that, it would risk her life, because if you were even the king's queen, approach the king on his throne, walking down, if he didn't point his scepter at her, the guards would kill her. She'd be killed. And the king had a reputation of not liking to be interrupted by anyone. And he had a bit of a temper at times for that. And he loved Esther. But Esther was like, I haven't seen the king in like 2 months. He's been so busy. He hasn't popped in to see me. I don't, Mordecai, you can't expect me to do this. What can I do? I'm only one woman. And Mordecai said, Esther, who knows that you were born for such a time as this? This could be you. Esther looked. I'm going to need some time. Mordecai goes, you've got 3 days. That's all we've got. 4 days max. Then the law comes in and we're in trouble. Right. Mordecai, you go. I'll see you in 3 days. In 3 days? What are you going to do? I've got something to prepare. What are you going to do? I need to get ready. Off she walked. Mordecai was like, for 3 days? 3 days? But she literally took 3 days. She bathed in special oils so her skin was shiny. She did her hair one day with special scented things. This wasn't just like jump into a shower. This was the full jacuzzi spa. Had her nails done. Got her best dress on. She stood there. By a pillar. She took 2 steps forward. Turned. Everyone in the throne room turned. The guards had their spears. They looked. There, standing before them, was their queen, who was beautiful. But this time, she was gorgeous, the most lavish, most beautiful sequin dress with pearls and gold threaded through. She literally shone as the light hit her at just the right angle. The guards were staring at her, eyes like plates. What's the king going to do? They were too scared to even look at the king. And the king was standing, or sitting on the throne, holding a scepter. You could have heard a pin drop in that throne room. Bing, bing, bing. Haman was there beside the king.
The queen looks beautiful,
He thought. And the king sat there. Esther. Bowed down, thinking, this is it. The king looked at her. He raised his scepter and he pointed it at her. The guards went, oh, that's a relief, I know. Oh my gosh, that was close. I thought it. Esther, my most radiant queen, what is it you want? Can I, you can ask for anything. You look amazing. And Haman was there.
Yes, my lord, your beautiful queen looks radiant today.
Esther smiled. Why, thank you, kind Haman. My lord, I would love for you to join me for dinner and be accompanied by Haman as well. That would be the reward in itself. And then I have a favour to ask. The king, he looked at Esther. Of course, I'll clear my thing. I'll make sure that we're there. Haman, are you going to be there?
Why, of course, my lord, I'll be there.
Esther smiled, curtsied, and then walked off. Haman left the throne room. They couldn't wait
To tell his wife and all his friends, I just got invited by the queen for dinner. Oh, this is the best week ever. I'm gonna get rid of Mordecai, and I'm gonna get a dinner with the queen. Yes.
Mordecai, he heard what was happening. Esther, what's going to happen? Just, Uncle, wait at the window. Just wait there. I'll tell you what is happening. Okay. Are you done?
No, just stay there.
And then at the door, Esther opened the door.
Your Highness, kind Haman.
Oh,
My queen.
My queen.
they sat down. They had the most amazing meal.
And Haman was like, oh, yes, my queen. You are truly a magnificent queen. My lord king, that is the most amazing woman ever.
Esther smiled.
Thank you, Haman. Thank you, my lord.
The king looked at her. Now, Esther, what is it that you want?
Well, my lord. Mordecai was outside. Esther, have you asked yet? Hold on a minute. Shh. Quiet. Have you asked yet? I'm doing it.
She goes up.
My lord.
I feel I have to tell you someone is trying to hurt me.
What? Hurt you?
Hurt you, my queen. Tell me. Then no, I will have them arrested and thrown to the wild animals.
My darling, tell me who.
It's not just me, my lord, as well. It's my people.
Your people? Oh, we need to protect the queen.
Warning bells, though, started ringing in Haman's head. He was thinking,
It sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, no.
Esther smiled. My lord, he's here. It's Haman.
Me? No, I would never.
You see, my lord, Haman, he wants to kill the Jews. And I'm a Jew. We're hard-working people that are serving you. Mordecai, my uncle.
Mordecai, your uncle! Oh, no, this is getting bad.
The king looked at Haman.
You want to get rid of Mordecai?
Oh, he's a terrible person.
He's my most loyal advisor. Esther, have you told them?
Quiet, uncle.
Haman, you have tried to trick me to kill one of my trusted advisors, my queen and her people. You are truly a terrible person. Guards! The guards came up. Take him and throw him to the wild animals like he said. As you wish, sir. They didn't like Haman either. They picked him up. Off you go, and they threw him into the bear pit. And we know that was the end of Haman.
But the problem was, the king's rule could not be overridden. And the next day, all the people who wanted to hurt any Jewish person could. They could just be walking along the street and they could come up with a sword. You can't stop me. Or they could take their store that they had built and worked on. Anything they had. And the king,
My darling, I'm so sorry I was tricked. I don't know what to do.
my lord, I might know someone who can.
Who?
Your trusted advisor, Mordecai. He would love to help.
Where is he?
Oh, I think I could find him.
Mordecai, Adiam! And up Mordecai came. My lord, I heard you called me. What can I do, Mordecai?
We've got to save you and my queen and her people. Well, my lord, there's one thing. We can't change what you've said, but you could release your soldiers to protect all the people. And you can say that the Jews can defend themselves.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yes, let's. To anyone who tried to come in, oh, there's a soldier with a big pointy spear. Oh, let's go this way. So they protected them and they watched over them. And just remember, like Mordecai said to Esther, who knows that you were born for such a time as this? I'll see you guys later. Have a great Easter and don't eat too many Easter eggs.